that's always a lot, even in its own right. For me, it was the first time
you were a fan of my fit too, right? You said on your pod,
bro, best looking I'd seen you.
I just feel like the chicks, they kind of have that soft spot for guys that commit business crimes. Like, what was that fucker that got arrested recently?
Oh, Bankman-Fried?
No, that guy looks like shit though. The other guy,
Oh,
the better looking guy. Not that I look like him, but
yeah,
the chicks were all over him. So
they were.
yeah. I also went to Tom Ford too, and the lady there she fucking rinsed me, bro. Like she was so good looking. She could have sold me air. So
Really?
I kind of got taken advantage of a little bit, but yeah, like when that happens, kind of.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like she could have sold me fucking anything, and I would have probably bought it.
Oh, dude, Miss Robin. When I was in kindergarten, this lady, Miss Robin, she had kind of like feathered hair, right? Like she had hair like kind of a professional wrestler, male.
Like one of those hypoallergenic dogs?
Yeah, kind of like an Australian Shepherd, and they haven't gotten its haircut yet, right? Like fucking
Right.
really cool. She used to let me go outside and watch her smoke on her smoke break. I was the only kid. Like the other kids in there were shitting on themselves and learning a couple letters or whatever, and I was just fucking knew the whole alphabet, dude.
So would she warn you or just kind of give you like a head nod like,
Yes.
I'm going to go?
It was like kind of nap time, and
Right.
everybody else would kind of lay, and I would fucking keep an eye open, and she'd give me that.
Right.
But it was just like, yeah, it's crazy the kind of shit a woman can get you to do.
Right.
You know, I'm standing out there with my fucking young lungs, just fucking catching secondhand smoke just to be around a woman.
Right.
But the inauguration, it's just crazy. The whole thing is, I mean, just top to bottom, all of it was crazy. The fact that we got to go to it, right?
Like, why were we there? Like, we didn't need to be there, right? We didn't. We both got a fucking shout out in the presidential acceptance speech too from Dana. What was your reaction when you saw that?
Oh, I was still awake because I'm watching, it was like, and I started getting texts from people, and I was like, oh my God, what just happened? It was kind of scary. Then I was like, it's like 1:30 in the morning. Nobody's up watching this probably.
Meanwhile, everyone was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I start getting texts from people, old teachers, ex-girlfriends, moms, how are you? Ramona's divorced now or whatever, just shit like that, like trying to get me to pull up. Yeah, it was just, I'm trying to think of what I feel about it.
Because the older ladies too, that kind of turns them on. Like when they saw that.
Oh, they think,
One thing I noticed about you too, like even at the inauguration, the older ladies too, you kind of do something to them that fucks with their mind a little bit. Like
you think so?
They really like you. I noticed that, yeah. Everywhere we went at the inauguration, like wives would be with their husbands, and this girl was like melting over you. Like I think her husband was like getting a little upset, but then he probably was a fan of you too.
Oh, that's got to be crazy
it's
weird, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
The husband's like, don't fucking be over there talking to him. Let me go talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to go tell this guy what I think of him. Then he comes over and he's just fucking bullshitting.
Yeah.
About
what else was cool about that? We were having
well, just the whole thing still, dude. The whole thing to me was crazy. I mean, like
half hot chocolates, half coffees.
Oh,
Conor McGregor invented that. That was a good little potion.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you want to go to the special area for it, boys? Fair play, lads.
Yeah.
Fair play. Want some fucking chicken broth?
Yeah.
And we're like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, no clue.
And it's and when you hear an Irish guy talk, even though he's the most powerful leprechaun that's ever existed, when you hear an Irish guy say there's something secret somewhere, there's something really magical about it.
Yeah.
If it's a Chinese guy or something.
Right. I didn't think of why that was so magical.
Like there's something secret somewhere.
Because that was the off limits area. We snuck into this area.
Crazy.
They had no food. They had no water.
Yeah.
And we discovered this magical little area with Conor McGregor.
And it's crazy. And when you walk with Conor McGregor, they just kind of let it. It's like he's has clearance or whatever. Like there's like military people. A drug dog was even like to him. Like everybody just a fucking drug dog gave him clearance. I was like, who even knows this dog? Yeah. But yeah. So then we're back in some special area, and there's like people. There's military personnel back there eating rations. They're cooking little things on like little Bunsen burners on the fucking carpet and stuff. I'm like. And I think that's because the previous administration wasn't taking care of them. Yeah, everybody, they had this, some hot chocolate. It definitely changed the energy up. But, dude, there were people in there that were governors, mayors, rich people.
Rich people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the thing I didn't like. It's just
too many rich people?
Yeah, there's some rich kid. My dad is fucking... the ambassador of milkshakes or whatever.
A lot of kids like that.
Yeah, a lot of fucking victims of fucking money slurp lords in there.
But it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Bunch of tax break monkeys in that bitch,
oh my God, so many. I had a great time. I mean, what a once in a lifetime experience.
Well, still, the whole thing seemed like a dream because also you always hear, for me, like you hear about politics and like you hear about, but you don't really know if like what really happens to those things. You see it on C-SPAN. It's just like a bunch of like white people just like walking around and stuff and wearing suits and everything. But then you're there and you're like, this is crazy, dude. You didn't see at the end of our row was Mayor Eric Adams, dude.
I know he was in our row, the mayor of New York.
Yeah,
I think it's just about money and sex at the end of the day, right?
you think?
I think so, dude. I mean, it seemed like Mayor Adams was there to get laid.
What?
I think so.
Boy, he was not. There wasn't any chicks on
there
our row.
Then he was there for money.
There was Danica was on our row.
She was on our row. Nice lady.
Oh yeah, she was nice.
She's locked up though.
Yeah.
Yep.
She had met her boyfriend actually 1 year earlier. She said, I think maybe on New Year's she met him, but she was actually she was super cool. That was cool.